CMP, what up? Masons think they adequate, they tack down tassels. Watch me send you rope to Albion in a lasso. Caucasoid hybrid, sun burns your eyelids. To the human fam, we created a virus. Some help to build, but most destroy. Our future, through melanin girls and melanin boys. Fast food, television, miseducation. Missed the history, stole the rights from our nation. National appellation, not in all capitals. Tribes of nobles and noblesse with woven crests. Fezzes and sashes, shawls and vests. On Ashkenazi Jews, I put an alpha hex, omega the rest, without a bloody mess. Left dead in some Nikes like David Koresh. Burn out your temple with myrrh and frankincense. To work a ritual, it's all about intent and invent. Melanin, the magic dust, trust me. I shade to all Okunan while all Orishas love me, trust me. Black candles, we got red ones too. When lit would have you think this is deja vu. With no Denzel, cause Washington won the Grammy. He doesn't even know Washita is his granny. Could've sniped Wesley, but went for tax evasion. Moors and courts facing these judge masons. Give back your rituals and your Babylon ways. Give back your holy books, call me rebellious slave. Give back history, there's more truth in mine. Give back your crucifix, hanging tree boots and swine. Give back your rituals and your Babylon ways. Give back your holy books, call me rebellious slave. Give back history, there's more truth in mine. Give back your crucifix, hanging tree boots and swine. Coming to you from the blackness in peyote teepees. Not the head rush from ice or sucking freezies. You could choose to research, don't believe me. Key of life songs cause inner visions and wonders like Stevie. Walk through the world under, your mind froze like tundra soil. Hit you like Shango when my blood's on boil. Come as Bata'Allah or Batala. With one eye for sight, I could see from afar. Mermaids and mermen cry for tadpoles and jaws. Trying to get the serious, they call it mission to Mars. To get you not looking, distract attention. Not to mention, but they have your brains in a lasso. And your pineal gland tattooed. With designs calcified, my height is amplified. To levels so deep, my flow is amphibious style. Leaving clansmen bloody in a hideous pile. Not like King Leonidas and Spartan saying 300. Took out a legion of raw, you must be frontin'. Like European pharaohs before the 18th dynasty. Coming and killing me and saying they're nasty. One golden fire war so you can't catch me. Had to jack your beat cause the shit's catchy. Sometimes at fake crews my face screw like little Scrappy. And at the piggies with the scanners trying to speed trap me. Cause I'm reppin' blue bloods wanna cap me. I told you, boys in blue thinking I'm a Crip soldier. Give back your rituals and your Babylon ways. Give back your holy books, call me rebellious slave. Give back history, there's more truth in mine. Give back your crucifix, hanging tree boots and swine. Give back your rituals and your Babylon ways. Give back your holy books, call me rebellious slave. Give back history, there's more truth in mine. Give back your crucifix, hanging tree boots and swine. On the real. Fake Moors know the deal. Yo, Redkin, what up? That's how we do it. Give back the rituals and your Babylon ways. Call me rebellious slave.
Common sense was made before book sense. Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick.
Legendary, bury me in the North Gates Cemetery, February the 4th days. Son of Mary, day ahead of my born day. Independence and law may civil little a lost case. With case laws, we break them down like Jericho. Keeping all my lions tamed, I'm Chris Jericho. I'll keep a mask on deck, I'm Rey Mysterio. Fake pandemics announced over the radio. Annoyed with the game, the joys and the pains. I rob bass, mix it with rock the hard way. I was in a lost state. Prophets stood me up right, brought me to a lost gate. Cooking like I'm sorbet, flipping like I'm Denzel. Malcolm X, deja vu, Roman J. Israel. Had no but door in plain sight, but people still can't see it. So the snake's still showing up, the stakes still high, so the race still going growing up, warriors of the North Gate, we not slowing up. Born in the manger, sworn to be savior. Walk through the valley of the shadows of the death dip in slavery. Looking for light, the book of Genesis. Astral plane entrances, invoke the nemesis. Abstract images of past lives kicking in. Danger, running for your life, finishing.
Moorish key man or oracle. Using Trinity powers, decipher allegorical. Lost in metaphorical, holy books are metaphysic. Facts slap a dirty more or a Drew Ali critic. Calling him Thomas or Walter and get your face caved. Or cut like a close shave. Drowned in my brain waves, squashed by heat waves. Activating Kundalini. Abyssinia invaded by Mussolini. Selassie I in exile. Reptile in Genesis, niggas appearing real. All I see is false evidence. DA are feminists, stomped on by elephants. Won't like no prejudice, but want Moorish benefits. When you feel the cold magnetic resonance. Apis horns of the sacred book called Maleficent. Great cosmic mothers, return to blessedness. No pestilence, ace all the testaments. Tap into remembrance, never to forget again. Use energy right, not put spell effects on men. Wandering the earth plane with no they live shades. Keeps you a mental slave as the horizon fades. It's been decades since Christian crusades. Not enough rebellions, too many vigil bouquets. Holding on to the fence, burning on doomsday. War ruled by Mars, it might be on a Tuesday.
Canaanland Moors present Common Sense Quick. What we do here is we add some common sense thinking to everyday situations or comments that may arise. Want to give it a try?
Islam. He beat up on some Hebrew Israelites. So people could be clear that there's a campaign. There's a campaign out there. And you're thinking about voting and all this stuff. No, the campaign is against your birthrights. Everybody wants you not to be a Moor by any means necessary. By any groups necessary. We don't know if they're paid or whatever, but they're talking this crazy. They're probably on the other side. They're probably on the other side. Don't take them too serious. Don't take them too serious. Right? Now, when Moors look at things, we always look at things from metaphysics. We always look at things from occult. We always look at things from history. We always look at things from law. We don't look at things mundane. Right? That's just not what we do. Now, all these so-called Hebrew Israelites, rep for the 7-stick candle holder. And the candles always being lit. Candles always have the light on them. Right? The 7 candlesticks is your enlightenment. The 7 candlesticks is where you're trying to be. All 7 candlesticks lit at one time. When you look at this metaphysically, the light would mean that these people have some type of knowledge. Right? And the knowledge is being held with them, hence the candlestick holder. And the candlestick holder is not the guy holding it, it's the actual holder. The 7 little arms and then the candle sitting inside the thing. And then the light at the top of the candle. Which the light at the top would mean the activation of the energy from the base. And then that's why it has a base on it. It has a base on it. And then You go up until you reach enlightenment. This is not what these people are talking about. These people are talking about join some group or join some club faking as a nation. Hebrew Israelite is not a nation. If they were a nation, they would be calling themselves Moors. If they were a nation, they would be calling themselves Moorish Hebrew Israelites. If they were a nation, they would be calling themselves Moorish Zionist Jews even. But they don't do that. They're going to make up all types of BS, IFUR, PUSTP, Hebrew Israelites. Have nothing to do with you reaching enlightenment. It has to do with slavery. And you just go find, well, we'll let them talk.
We can change the world to what it needs. Stand against our enemies, 'cause we can. Yeah.
Now hold on a second. So
World to what it needs. Stand against our enemies.
So where's the woman at? Where's the mother? Or you're just a nation of men? For real? You guys kissed Farrakhan, didn't you? You guys must have kissed Farrakhan. You guys tongue kiss Farrakhan or something? What do you mean nation of men? Where's the women at? Where are they? Why aren't they present? I'll tell you why. We know somebody went to a Hebrew Israelite meeting or whatever. And they go to the Hebrew Israelite meeting, and all the balls are up at the front of the stage listening to the other balls guy on the stage. And then all the women are in the back. And not only are they in the back, they're in the back to the point where if there's no more seats, they stand. That's how much honors Hebrew Israelites have for mother. For all you Hebrew Israelite women out there who you already know what's up. Don't try to play dumb now. You already know what's up. You already know these people are trampling on your divinity. Because everybody knows that nations come through mother. Right? Why would they divert, like the Moors said in the chat? Why don't they ever rep the Moorish Zionist temple? They've been around since the 20s. If they've been around since the 20s, then why don't you just call yourself Moorish Zionist Jews so we could have some unity? Because like we said, just put more on it. Just put more on it so we could have some unity. No, they don't want to put more on it. Just go look up Moorish Zionist Jews and ask yourself, how come Hebrew Israelites aren't being them? Why are they making up some new thing with all these men or whatever like that? And then they're talking about nation building when every nation comes through a womb, which none of these men have. So what kind of nation are they building with balls only? What kind of nation is that? What kind of nation is it that the women are in the back? A nation could rise no higher than its women. So if she's in the back, where is this nation going? Is it going anywhere? Probably not. Not building a nation. This is a boys' club. This is Little Rascals. And the girls can't join and stuff. This is what this is. Talking about raise consciousness of somebody. Not raising consciousness of anybody. This is Little Rascals. Little boys' club. No girls could come in here. They have the sign outside, no girls or whatever like that. Unless they like them, then they could come in. Stop the dumb stuff. This is not nationhood. So anybody telling you that this is some nationhood and you're joining this because of some nationhood, you're an idiot. Because there's no, and this is not me talking, this is them talking. They said 1,000 men and didn't bring up any women. That's not what I said. This is what they said. I'm just looking at this from a metaphysical perspective as a Moor. Why? What do you mean 1,000 plus men? Like, what do you mean? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Are you guys the security? Are you guys the go on the street and yell people? Are you guys like, what do you mean 1,000 men? Oh, but the whole point, again, is to get you to be in a status where the European colonist has jurisdiction over you, your heirs, and all your affairs. Because you want to play colored people, and you think colored people is only some slave whatever. No, colored people are fake people. Hebrew Israelites are fake people. Chematologists, they're fake people. They're not real. You go pull one of those chematologists right now, ask them for ID. I bet you they pull out a colonial license. Pull one of these Hebrew Israelites. Pull any one of these dudes right here. Pull anyone. Hey, let me see your ID. What do you mean? Let me see your ID. What kind of ID you got? If they give you a colonial license as identification, talking about Stephen Jackson, but they're Yahweh, whatever. When they go on YouTube, people playing games, and they're not about liberation. They're about their little club. And we already know people ain't gonna get the message or whatever. We're just putting it out for those who want to know. Why not? Just put it out for those who want to know. So we're gonna hear what they have to say. Because it's real interesting that anytime these people do their little videos or whatever, and then you're talking about here comes somebody, and then that person says, yeah, I'm a Moor and I'm, standing for whatever it is. How come they always seem to get Moors who eventually end up yielding and just being down with them and not telling them what's really up? How come they get the Moors that's listening and trying to consider what they're saying and all this, when these people are a fraud? Because everybody in the world knows that Israelites are Canaanites. Stop the dumb stuff. And if Canaanites is the ancient name for Moors, then wouldn't that mean that Hebrew Israelites are Moors? Just simple as that. But no. You want stuff advanced? Okay, let's get advanced. Let's get advanced on some Hebrew Israelites.
We can. Yeah, can't nothing ever stop us. Take one and another will rise up. We'll endure until we reach the end. We are gods, we are kings, demanding change 'cause we believe we can.
And I say I can't agree with God being my creator because it can't be proven that God exists.
It can't be proven that God exists?
But a creator can be proven that they exist because my mother.
Well, who's the creator? If it's not God, who's the creator, bro? Look up.
I mean, I can look up and down, all around, but I can't, I can't really say that it's proof that it exists if it hasn't been proven.
Show them who he is.
As far as the creators, I can prove that there are creators as I am one myself. And my father.
I got you, brother.
had
Come
created me.
closer.
The only creator is mother. There ain't no creator on the planet other than mother. And this is where everything's already going sideways right now. The boat's already leaning. We're in the middle of the ocean, boat's leaning. Mass is about to touch the water. And they're talking about everything's cool, just look over there. Now this is why, again, we always got a rep for the man. No Drew Ali, who came and told all our people that they're not Negro, black, colored, and any other fiction that they want to make up. And in the 1920s, he told mother that she was unconscious. But he carried her because of her unconscious state. And he carried her because his job is to uplift fallen humanity. And humanity is written on her. So Noble Drew Ali wasn't just talking, he was being what he was talking about. So he told Moors, have a greater respect for womanhood, and left it at that. Now you consider how deep that is, or if that was just some passing by statement. He also told Moors, instead of one apple, give her two. And here come Moors with one apple still. 2020. 2020. Still giving one apple. And want to know how come stuff is messed up. So there's been a disservice with regard to mother and getting her conscious. Because the patriarchs of Rome's agents who push patriarchy, and you always see men and no women and all that stuff, is what is attempting to keep ruling. Patriarchy. You know what I mean? That women doesn't even matter anymore. It's all about dykes and gays, and all those people got more stuff than women. Women is relegated to WAP now. That's what a woman is now. WAP. There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. When we grew up back in the day, the hoe wasn't the one that you were even trying to make eye contact with. The hoe was the one avoided at all times. The hoe was the one who they're going to talk about 10 guys were at with somebody's house with her and all that stuff, and everything was cool. The hoe was not who you wanted to be. But that's what the patriarchs, and this is anybody who's pushing man first, Holy Ghost and all that stuff like that, not talking about women, not giving her her honors. So we give honors to Noble Drew Ali for teaching the lesson to have a greater respect for womanhood. And realize that she's creator. She's creator. There's no creator in the universe and called by whatever name. No, that's mother. only beings that can create are the feminine ones, only ones. Ain't nothing else going on for anybody else. Stop playing. So honors to all mothers. I just wanted to make sure we made that clear.
Listen carefully, brother. Listen to this first, right? Read. Start earlier than that.
You already know you're gonna have to deal with that. I don't want to hear you start. You're gonna have to deal with it. You just block your ears or something.
19. Watch this. Listen carefully, brother. And this is the Bible. This is not the Book of the Dead. All those books that they have, all the ideals that we have in our minds as black people. This is the Bible, right? Right. Concepts. That's what they are. This is the Bible, right? Come on.
It's also a concept, though.
Hold on. Watch this.
Romans chapter 1, verse 19. Because that which may be known of God is manifest in them, for God has showed it unto them.
So now we can say there's no evidence of God, right? But where did you come from?
Came from my mom. Where do you come from? Anybody in the chat, where do you come from? You came from somewhere else other than your mom? Anybody in the chat came from somewhere other than their mom? Let me see. I want to know where you came from if you're in the chat. If you didn't come from your mom, where you come from? Let me hear this. If you didn't come from your mom, if you came from some other planet or something like that, please bring some evidence or something. Anybody telling you that something out there made you with mud and all that type of stuff, and then use sticks for the skeleton and use mud for the body, and got 2 grapes over there for the eyes. For the teeth, he just found little pebbles and made some teeth, and then he blew some breath of air, and then people are on the planet. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. So let's see where these people come from, if they don't come from their mom.
Where did your parents come from? Exactly. So hold on. So what do you end up with? You end up with tangible proof that there is something that created you, which is God. Which is God. You know what God means?
No.
It has a meaning. Do you know what that meaning is? You can call it that. The supreme judge, right? Right? So if you create something, right? Like let's say you make that juice.
Now, they said something interesting. Said that they got Bible, right? They got Bible. Got Bible, huh? Do these people have a metaphysical Bible dictionary? If they don't, if they're quoting the Bible to you without a metaphysical Bible dictionary, they are deceiving you on purpose. Because if they know about the Bible, they should know about a metaphysical Bible dictionary. And if they claim to know all this stuff about the Bible and they don't know about the metaphysical Bible dictionary, then there ain't no sense listening to these people, joining their organizations or anything else, because they're selling you out, to put it plainly, without the hoopla and the decoding of the metaphysical and all this. You don't need none of that. Right? Bible. This is the metaphysical meaning of Bible, not some stuff in a dictionary that you think that's what it is. The sacred and inspired scriptures of the Christian religion. It is a divine book of life rather than merely a history of people, and it bears witness unto the word of God. And they say God. Okay, because they just mentioned that that's what created them. God created them. God, the Almighty One, the Creator, the ruler of the universe, the infinite, the eternal. God is not person but principle. So if God is not person, if God is not person but principle, then God is not he. If you hear me say he and all that stuff, he's not he then. But if God's not person, then it's not he. Right? Ends the patriarchy and puts woman right back on her stoop where she's supposed to be. Nope, they don't want to do that. They're going to play the he game. When metaphysically God is not person. Like Moore said in the chat, it's a verb, it's an action. Principle is action. Principle is not stagnant. Principle is not passive. They're not going to be yelling this from the megaphone though. We're telling you some BS about Bible verses. They don't even know what they're reading. He is the underlying unchangeable truth. Oh, so if God is not person, but principle, and God is unchangeable truth, then again, it's not a he, because truth is not masculine. Unchangeable truth, with whom can be no variation, neither shadow that is cast by turning. God is principle, is absolute good, expressed in all creation. Now, the only creator is woman. So when we say who created us and we say our mom, then we get, well, who created her? Her mom. And who created everybody's mom? One mom. Okay, well, who created that mom? A supreme mom than that mom. Well then, okay, so we got to ask the question then. Regardless, it's all coming back to mother. When men know God, women, right? When men know God, which is woman, not masculine, not he and all that stuff. When men know God and worship her in spirit and truth, they recognize her as this great goodness, omnipresent, omniscient, and omnipotent. Blessed be woman, the mother of mercies, and the woman of all comfort. You tell me that's not better than what these people are talking about? So you're going to go with those guys talking about something out there created you instead of your mom. World's in trouble. Generation Z is for zombie. Keep playing around. God is personal to us. when we recognize Him within us as our indwelling life, intelligence, love, and power, there is a difference between a personal God and God personal to us. What the hell this is? Right. There is a difference between a personal God and God personal to us. Since the word personal sometimes leads to misunderstanding, it would be probably better to speak of God individualized in man rather than God personal to man. Okay, we'll do that one again for the people who didn't get it. Since the word personal sometimes leads to misunderstanding, it would be probably better to speak of God individualized in man rather than a God personal to man. So who's God? Because if you're created by God, then what the hell are you? Oh, you're created by God, but you're a Negro. Oh, okay, all right, yeah. You're created by God, but you don't know yourself. Well, keep in mind, God doesn't know herself. This is what he was saying. But she's just unconscious. And she's unconscious because of the patriarchs of Rome, who have created every form of ism to bury her. Layer upon layer upon layer. You can't even find mother right now. You're lucky if you know some sisters who know themselves. You're lucky. Like really know themselves. Not this fake stuff people talking about know themselves. But the patriarch doesn't want women to be recognized. The patriarch doesn't want women to take her place. This is the game that the patriarchs play. Which is all about trying to divert you away from your birthright and what your prophet brought to you so you can save yourself and save your family and save whoever else wants to be saved. Because ain't nobody coming for you because God's within. So they know praying to God to do something. You better activate your thought power and all that and start being your God self. Just told you that God is within man. They don't want to have any confusion because getting personal causes confusion. So to eliminate confusion, just look at God within and you'll be all right. You won't be confused. And that's where we're at right now. Look within time. Think all that 3 months and stuff. People call it, yeah, I came out, you know what I mean, out of the COVID or whatever, and I could do 500 million things because, you know, I put my mind to doing some things. Yeah, but what did you do within though? Like, what do you mean you know how to do all this exterior stuff? What inner stuff did you do? Did any cleanses? Any purges? You what did you do? You meditate? Did you Light some sage. Like, did he do anything, or did he just come out with all this new stuff now that you could do, and your inside is still not aligned? Which means that the stuff that you're even trying to put out, that you're creating and you're thinking that you whatever, it's not really. That energy is going right back to the colonizer, some way, shape, or form, because you don't know yourself. You think know thyself is some guys telling you about some Bible. Know thyself means go within. The less you go within, the more confusion. We're just making it easy. So you know what's real. Because there's a lot of fake out here. There's so much fake out here that you might think it's real. That's how much fake it is right now. Lots. That is to keep you confused. I'm telling you, turn within. Focus on self. Get realigned. Because ancestors will sever the tie. Ancestors will sever the tie. So they're not playing. It's been far too long of a people accepting the illusion. Just down with it. Just down with the illusion. The illusion's been up. Drawley cracked the code in 1920s. You're late to the party if you just found out you're a Moor yesterday. Everything's almost done. That's how late you are. Thinking you're on time to something. Honors to all the Moors who know and want to know about their nationality and birthrights. And are studying about their nationality and birthright so they know. Because you don't stand a chance if you don't know. Right now, it's been revelations. It's been revelations. Revelation just started yesterday. Are the people going to get aligned? Or are they going to continue playing this exterior thing first and then try to line up after? It'll work like that. Not as below, so above. Is above first. Right? We were higher. We were our higher self and fell to our low. If we didn't fall, we would always be our higher self. And remember, higher self is mother. You'll get it messed up thinking about some he God and all this. Because you see Allah and Juali said he, that means he means he. Like, what do you mean? You're not studying to know what he means?
And you make it for poison, right? Then that's just what it's gonna be. Let's say you make it for nutrition. And you drink, that's just what it's going to be, right? Whatever you create that's what it's going to be, right? Right? So God created these trees and everything, right? Where were you when these things were thought of?
I was already in the essence, in the creation.
Why y'all
Prove it.
all
Prove
this
it.
shit?
Continuous cycle.
Prove it.
Y'all ain't doing shit.
You can't prove it.
Why would you?
That's why God says what he said here. Read that again and keep reading.
Verse 19. Because that which may be known of God is manifest in them. For God has showed it unto them. Verse 20. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world.
So let's look at the creation of the world. Like you, hold on, you are a creation of the world. these trees here, right? Let's look at these trees. Look at the trees, brother. It's one right there facing in your direction, right? Who told these leaves to sprout?
Well, energy.
Huh?
Pure energy from the sun's energy. It's the same.
Who told the leaves to sprout? Because you pure energy too. You can say the same thing because you need light to grow as well. Right or wrong? So why you don't got leaves sprouting out of you?
Different creation.
That's right. So there is a creator.
That's right.
Okay, thank you, brother. That's all.
And the creator is mother. Because if you look at the damn trees and all that stuff, they came from earth. Isn't the earth a mother? There won't be no trees if there's no earth. There's not gonna be trees with just sun only. So I have trees with sun only. You just have trees with sun only? Roman games. Roman games. Roman games. Patriarchy. Not wanting to give honors to mother. The trees come out of earth, which everybody knows is a mother. How are they telling you some whatever did it? How? That's a fiction. And then if you're going with the fiction, you're just proving your incompetence. We already know these people are incompetent. We're not even concerned with them. Never. No culture says Father Nature. Find me one. Find me the Father Nature culture. Who says that? Even the patriarchs say Mother Nature.
Oh, listen, that's all we were saying.
Go with God over creation.
Okay, read verse 18. Read verse 18. Watch this.
Verse 18. For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven.
So let's say, the Bible say the wrath. You know what wrath means?
Strike.
No, that's not what wrath means. Shut the hell up. Tell me nothing about you know what wrath means. Remember reading the Bible. They're reading the Bible. So if you want to know the meaning of the words, you look in the dictionary. You know that wrath is in the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary. Why is wrath in the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary? Wrath is metaphysical? You mean wrath is not God striking lightning and the earth cracking and people falling in the earth and all? That's not what it is. Let's just see what's going on here. Wrath of God. Some Bible authorities claim that the wrath of God might with equal propriety be translated the blessing of God. We know that after the destruction of limited and inferior thoughts and forms of life, other and higher thoughts and forms take their place, and the change is actually a blessing in the end. So even the wrath that comes to our fleshly tabernacles, when we persist in holding them in material thought, is ultimately a blessing. When we are loving and non-resistant, we do not suffer under the transformations that go on when the Mosaic law is being carried out. The wrath of God is really the working out of the law of being for the individual who does not conform to the law, but thinks and acts in opposition to it. The wrath of God is really the working out of the law. Law? The more still people study law and all that stuff, they're not taking more serious. Working out of the law of being for the individual. Listen carefully. Every time you're getting choked out on the street by a highwayman and all that stuff, keep in mind, for the individual who does not conform to the law but thinks in opposition to the law. So Moorish starts, yeah, study law, and then you say, I study no law. Okay, here comes the wrath of God on your head. Because you want to play games like we don't know what we're talking about. But Hebrews ain't going to tell you anything like that. Because they don't even read Metaphysical Bible Dictionary to know what the wrath of God is. The wrath of God is the counteraction for when you go against the law. Digest that. The wrath of God is not some lightning and brimstone or whatever. The wrath of God is when there's law, let's just say universal law. And you think that you're higher than that because you know Jesus and all this, you know Ptah and you know all the ancient gods of whatever. That ain't it. It's when Moors tell you, declare your nationality. You say, I don't want to do that. I'm not Muslim. Oh, so you don't want to be in propria persona, which is a law term? Oh, you don't want to be in your proper person? All right. You'll be coming back complaining very shortly. Because you can't unknow more science. Once you know, it's going to be with you forever. And you would be doing the work of avoiding all the signs being sent to you to get back on your nationality and birthrights. But some people are traitors and they don't deserve this information because they already picked their dick they're going to ride. Their school of thought they're going to play around with as if that's what's going to liberate our people. And we already know that as soon as you start playing around like you don't want to know the law, here comes these colonists with their fake law to violate you. And then you're going to be coming to Moors. Yeah, I got a ticket. How do I get out of the ticket? I mean, 6 months ago we told you about declaring nationality. Study this info. 2 years ago we've been told you. You still didn't start studying it? Oh, now that you got something going on, now you want to study something? It doesn't work like that either. Don't let people play you out your birthright. Because you're the one that's going to be sorry, not them.
Yeah, anger, right? So the anger of the Lord is revealed from heaven. The anger of the Lord is...
Right. Now you know the meaning of the stuff or whatever. Listen to the bullshit now. Now that you know the meaning of what wrath of God is now. Now you know the meaning of what wrath of God is. Now you know what the BS is when it comes out. Now listen to the BS that the Hebrew Israelites tell people because they don't use a metaphysical Bible dictionary.
Bible say the wrath. You know what wrath means?
Like, yeah, strike.
Yeah, anger, right? So the anger of the Lord is revealed from heaven. The anger of the Lord is revealed from heaven. What's the anger of the Lord?
Actually, I don't.
What's the anger of the Lord?
I don't agree with that because I don't feel that something so great would actually express anger.
What's your name, bro?
Sean.
Sean,
right.
You standing in the ghetto right now, brother.
That's right.
Okay. Right. I feel humble.
You called yourself a Moorish. What did you call it? A Moorish what?
I said the brother asked me what would I sign under.
Yeah. What did you say? Moorish American.
It's identified as a nationality.
No, it's not.
Really not, but it's better
not.
than saying
Moor means
black.
Moor means black. Moorish means blackish.
Right.
Right? American is the name of a white man from Italy.
That's right.
Right?
Stop lying. Now let's just go to another reference just so that we can Amerigo Vespucci, Italian explorer of the Americas. Kurt Ray. Right? During his lifetime, Vespucci had little control over the exaggerated use of his stories and his name. After his death, however, the exaggerations worsened. Accusations against Vespucci came from respected professionals as well as fellow explorers. In nearly every case, these people had no way of knowing that Vespucci did not name the new continent after himself. It was not until the 1900s that a scholar proved that it was Waldseemüller, not Vespucci, who had named South America. So if America is not named after Amerigo, then how did America get his name? Not from some European, I'll tell you that. Because if American means copper-skinned natives who were in the Americas before the European came here, then America can't be named after a European. And as far as Moor means black, that's what the Greeks said. Do these people look Greek to you? Do these guys look Greek to you? So now, if they're not Greek, how come they're pushing the Greek stuff? If they're not Italian, how come they're pushing the Amerigo Vespucci stuff when all of the people who were around him at that time knew he was a fraud? The people who were around him knew he was a fraud, but then these people are saying, oh yeah, the fraud said that, you know what I mean? This is America. That's called turncoat. That's called traitors. We're brothers. You cross the river and then you denationalize yourself and then talking about let's debate who we are. The hell are you talking about? You're Canaanite. What do you mean? Debate what? They're not no Israelites. Just worship Baal and all that. You're Canaanites. How are you Israelites? Lying to people. Then have Moors out here who don't know about their birthright and then using them as if you're putting down some position. You're not putting down no position. Israel, nothing. Israel is the people who killed all those people in Palestine. That's what you repping? Israel? How are you repping the people who... Hold on a second. So, you're Israel, and you're repping the people who murdered people in Palestine, but then you're mad at some people who did something to Nick Cannon because he's a Hebrew Israelite? But Israel is the same people who did stuff to Nick Cannon and all that stuff. Isn't it the same people? We know Israel is a fiction. ISIS, R-A, Ra, E-L-L. ISIS, Ra-L. Don't let these people play games with you, with your birthrights. We're going to be going on the YouTube tonight. Probably 5, 6 p.m. We got the special Sons of Allah broadcast today. We're not going to be on MHHS. So tune in, Canaanland Moors, YouTube. Islam to all the Moors, honors to all the mothers, honors to Prophet Noble Drew Ali.